Good morning. It is about 6:30 and I'm just getting ready to leave. I'm going to meet up with Eric at the yard and then we're going to head to the winter shop. The mechanic's going to be there. He's going to work on the form truck, giving it a full service. I have Eric doing some other stuff and I'm going to work on the bumper area and try to get the lights mounted back there. I do have one shout out this morning that goes out to Steve Raymond, and he owns Living Skies Woodworking. He sent me a handwritten note. He also made me a really cool sign, a victory sign. And on the back of this sign, he actually mounted some LED lights. You can see it's red now. It changes colors, has a little remote control. That is really awesome. I'll show that again, obviously, once I get it mounted. And he also made some wallets. He made one for Eric here, and then he made me some. He made me 3 wallets. I think he thinks that I'm loaded. But I sure do appreciate that. That is a really cool gift, and that was a lot of time and effort you put into that, and I sure do appreciate that. All right, well, I'm going to take this trash out. I'll see you guys at the coffee shop. How much garbage do we make? Good work.
Good morning.
Morning, Ms. Z.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Right.
Thank you.
You have a good day.
You too.
See you next time.
7:24. I'm just pulling up to the winter shop. I'm going to open the door here for Nathan. I told him to be here at 8, and I also told Eric to be at the yard at 8. So I came here first to open the door so he could get started. I didn't want him waiting around for me and kind of wasting his time. Yesterday I got everything that Nathan needs. Change of oil. I like the T6 Rotella, the synthetic. One of the things I'm going to do today is have Eric wash this salter out completely. It never got washed out. And then I'm going to end up putting the headache rack on that came with the bed. I know I said I was going to build a custom headache rack, but unfortunately I do not have the time. So I'm just going to live with it, even though I do not like it. It's very flimsy. Also, I got the hydraulic wheel motor here for the power buggy, and I talked to Allen Power Buggy last night, and they gave me a place in Chicago I can take it into, and they will actually rebuild this one instead of having to buy a brand new one. There's nothing wrong with this wheel motor other than it's leaking. We're definitely going to need some floor dry. The entire hydraulic tank on the power buggy emptied on the floor. The tank is up here high, and whenever Nathan took the hoses off, obviously some dripped out and he figured it would probably stop, but it didn't stop. It kept going, and gravity pushed all the fluid on the floor, so we're gonna have to clean that up. I'm pulling back into the yard. It is 10 to 8. Eric should be here in about 10 minutes, and then we'll take off right away. Tomorrow morning we're going to be hooking up this trailer, because this trailer has everything for the home show, and we need to set that all up tomorrow. Got a low tire here again. These things always leak on me. So that'll be for tomorrow. Wisconsin State Fairgrounds. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning, and then my mom switches off with me pretty much every day. It's me and then my mom. She does a great job at the home shows. I think more people are comfortable coming up and talking with her than me. She's been doing that for many, many years, and she's really good at it. I am going to take this truck over to the winter shop, because I might today send Eric with my truck to Chicago to drop off that hydraulic wheel motor. I like that thing to get repaired ASAP. Morning, Eric.
What's up, man?
I'm gonna have you take this truck. I'm gonna take that truck to the winter shop, because I might have you take this truck to get an oil change and then take it to Chicago and drop something off.
Okay.
You go to Chicago all the time, so you're familiar.
Yeah.
Cicero?
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. Just take this to the winter shop for now. We got some stuff to do before that. Here's this. Oh, I got something else for you. There's a guy, a woodworker that made this for you. Look.
Oh no, look at that.
Mexican style.
Dude, this is awesome.
It's a wallet.
What?
Yeah.
Thank you, whoever you are. Wow, this is
Isn't that
so
cool?
Dude, that's so cool.
He made it. He didn't buy it.
Oh yeah.
He made mine like custom too. Easy money and victory and everything.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's very,
That's so cool. Thank you, dude.
Yep, very cool.
It is cool.
All right, I'll see you over there. I'm gonna take the plow off this thing too. Hopefully we are done with the big snowstorms. And even if we aren't, I really didn't use this plow much because I have the skid loader plows. MacGyver's here. Are you okay?
What? What are you laughing at?
You're funny.
I'm giving you the recognition that you deserve.
Oh yeah, right.
Hey, I had several people at church actually on Sunday say, hey, you know that Victory guy? It's, you know, they recognized me in apparently one of your videos.
Nathan's here.
Dude, it's like dummy 101. Dude, I missed like, I forgot to clean the man. I was in the process of watching the what was the dude doing, so I could do it. But and my phone died because it was cold, and you know. It's,
Oh, you were trying to weld for your first
like
time?
Big chunk, dude. Terrible. So bad.
Morning.
Happy start to my day. Nice to meet you.
It was like the Deepwater Horizon over here.
I swept your shop just to make a bigger mess.
That's okay.
Oh, this is the first time I'm
Did I have oil dry? Somewhere?
I ran to Fleet Farm, picked some up.
Oh, did you? I was gonna go get some.
Yeah, it wasn't leaking when I left, and I figured there's a check valve to make it stop because it wasn't leaking, so I put a pin under it.
No, gravity did its job.
Usually I'm pretty good about not making an oily mess.
I was really impressed though, man. You got everything all organized. Well, now all the bolts are oiled, so they're not gonna rust.
Yeah, pre-oiled.
It's really
It's gonna
good.
go in easy. I planned it.
Yeah, I know. I figured. I'm gonna have him back out. Eric, you gotta wash this is done, but you gotta wash the back of the truck. Wash the salter out really, really good, because I'm gonna pull the salter off.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, I was strong this morning. Too strong. Too strong. Aye. If I ever own a shop, it's just going to be pressing a button. It's going to go up by itself. Yeah. Just put the jumper box on there, Eric. It's not going to start. I can hear it. This will charge up in a little bit here. Once it gets this stuff out of here, I'm going to start cutting the steel here. I got it traced already. I got one of them traced, so I'll cut that out. But I don't want sparks flying in here with the trucks in here. We just dealt with that. I don't want to deal with that again. You can start putting some of the tools, like organizing them super good, into the boxes while we wait for that to charge.
Here's the key.
All right. Got that started up. I'll pull this outside for Eric. He can start washing. Is he gonna pull that out? Let it warm up?
Yeah.
All right.
There's a few things I gotta do to it too, like there's a pull string for the air tank. There's gotta be access to that. And then there's the brake line going back to the wheels is
rubbing on a shackle, bolt shackle that's about to wear through.
Okay.
So I got a little rubber piece I'm gonna put on there to keep it from chafing. And then the driver's side headlight harness is kind of bouncing around. So I'm gonna do that.
All right.
I also noticed, I don't know if you got any band clamps. I forgot to bring them. The coolant supply tube is leaking. You can see where it's wet on each connection.
What do you need?
I don't know if I'm gonna have an Allen wrench here big enough for the oil plug.
Oh, is it an Allen wrench?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
No, whatever I got there is as big as I have.
Okay.
So
I
probably have to go run. Well, MacGyver probably has some.
MacGyver does?
Oh, more than likely. I told you he would have them.
Sure did. He said it right away.
He's got everything.
I didn't even know what you needed before he said I got it.
I know. I'm gonna start cutting this out now. I just got to take a grinder now and clean up all the edges, but I'm going to take it to the back of the truck and make sure it fits all right. Yep, that looks good. All right, one more, and then we'll cut some holes in it for the lights, grind it all down, paint it, weld it. I'd like to get this done today. One second.
I should probably fix this today. After I heat it up just a little bit, let the guy just spew it out of there and run it down. You can actually see it steaming.
Yep.
So these got to get new clamps on there.
Hopefully it's just a clamp
Yeah.
and it's not like the
I know.
thing is cracked.
Yeah.
That's metal.
Should be fine.
Hopefully.
Never done a coolant flush on here either.
A coolant flush?
I did open this up and look at it. The coolant's very cloudy, and after a while it actually turns into like acid and it can really eat away. So a coolant flush, I mean, you can see how it's stained orange in there. It's not a transparent orange.
Yeah.
That tells you it should have a coolant dumped out of it. And then the air filter too, it's getting up to the restriction gauge where it says change, but
Yeah, why don't you pull it off and see what it looks like? Okay, now I'm going to grind all the edges, clean it all up, and I'm going to figure out where I want the lights. And then punch the holes for the lights. I'll probably use the plasma cutter for that. All right, let's figure out where we're going to want the lights. It's going to be right in this gap here somewhere so we can wire it. And once I got these cut out properly, then I'll just trace it onto the next one and do the same thing. I'm going to cut those temporary lights off right now. How's it going, Eric?
Good.
Alright, I think I'm gonna put the round light on the top and then the reverse light down there. That should work fine. I'll open these up and see what we got. Alright, I got a compass. I don't think I got a pencil, but this should scribe the metal. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe. I think I'm gonna send Eric to Chicago. So I still have a lot of work to do here. This is gonna be most of the day, all day project. Who am I kidding? By the time I paint and everything, it'll be all day. And I don't really have a lot for Eric to do here. So I might as well send him. We'll describe where I can see it. It's walking. I just need to drill just a tiny little hole, just dent it a little bit so it doesn't walk, and then it'll be fine. I don't have a punch, otherwise I'd just use a punch. So first go to County Line Road, right across the street from my bank. There's that oil change place. Get the oil change real quick. Make sure it's synthetic.
Okay.
So run there, do that, and then I'll give you the address to where you're going. You got to deliver this package to the south side. For real.
No way.
I'm not kidding, Eric. Yeah. It's the drive motor for the power buggy.
Okay.
So that's the closest dealer that's going to be able to fix it is in Chicago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what you're going to give them. I got the address here. It's called O'Leary's in Chicago. O'Leary's Equipment. O and then space Learys.
Yep. Yep. It's in the ghetto, right? So.
Yep. Well, if you need any help, just look in the center console.
Yeah, I'm up here there. I don't know where I'm at. No, I'm pretty sure I know how to get there. So that's it? I don't
Yeah, you just take it to that place, and the guy's name is Bradley. Go drop the package.
Okay.
And then when you're done, just text me the Eagle has landed.
Okay. We're gonna drive by.
Yeah.
I'll go get my coat.
And then when you're done, just park it back at the yard, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. All right, see ya. Have a good day. Adios. I know you're probably wondering why I didn't just package it and ship it. A couple reasons. One, I want to get it there like right now, today, because I want to get this thing fixed and have it ready for the season. And then number two, I don't have a lot for Eric to do right now, and I want him to make some hours, so I'll let him go to Chicago. Not really that big of a deal. That pump is extremely heavy, so it wouldn't be cheap to ship anyway. Yeah, it's gonna cost me more sending Eric, obviously, but that's okay. I ain't worried about it. All right, let's get this scribed now. I can see it pretty good. What I'll do is I'll darken it up with the marker in just a second. Perfect. All right. So as you saw, that went right in perfectly first try. So I'll just clean this up a little bit with a grinder, and then I just need to weld a tab down here so I can run this bolt through the tab from the back side, bolt it on to hold this one. That's a perfect fit. It's tight, but it's not too tight. Sometimes you can make them too tight where you can't get them back out without a lot of effort. So I'm happy with that. All right, let's see if we can find a little tab or angle iron. Here we go. That'll work. I have to trim it just a little bit when I'm done, but I think I can make that work. So we'll weld this on right here, and then we'll cut the back of the tab off there.
Hey, I'm gonna head to, well, at some point, I'm gonna drain the coolant down here.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna go get them band clamps.
You should get the air filter right away too.
Okay.
Probably Napa, I'm sure, has them.
Yep. Well, I gotta get P clamps too. For,
Yeah, just go and get whatever you need. I'm gonna be working on the back for a while. That plasma cutter works so good though, man.
I'm jealous of you using that thing. I've been wanting one.
It's pretty clean. Did you see? That's completely freehand.
Really?
Yeah, like no tracing anything. I just held it on the line. That's pretty clean for that.
Follow the white line. That looks
Yep.
nice.
Now clean it up a little bit with a grinder. It'll look nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this'll be like this.
Yeah.
That way they don't get broken off.
Yep.
You know, if you just mounted them like this, you know, drill the hole in there, it would get smashed off. Within a week, they'd be toast. Drill bit the right size, probably this one right here, 5/16. Yeah, that's about right. I'm gonna clean the back of the steel real quick and then just hit the back with a coat of paint, because once it's on there, you're not gonna be able to get any paint on it. So I'm just gonna do something with it. Something is better than nothing. All right, that's good enough. Just wanted to get something on the back of this thing before I tack it on the truck. We'll let that dry for like at least a half an hour. This stuff doesn't dry real fast like some other spray paints that I've used. It's kind of slow. So while we're waiting for that, we'll cut the light holes out in this plate, get this thing cleaned up, weld the tab, same process one more time. Oh, where you at? Harbor Freight, Bauer, yes. Hopefully it'll last for a couple zerks.
I bought the 2-year protection plan.
Okay, that's probably a great idea. I'm gonna get this cleaned up. Got to drill one hole, paint it, and once I paint that, I want to go get something to eat.
You're gonna go out?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out then, grab something to eat.
I might be able to bust this out and just call it a day. Air filter, typically $70, on sale for $40.
Was it Napa?
Yep, Napa Gold.
Napa has their sale going on until like April 3rd or something.
April 3rd, huh? This said all filters.
Oh, and it's not just a small sale. Like they practically give their filters away.
That's like
every
half price.
spring. I know, it's crazy. You gotta buy any filters you're gonna need, just buy them now.
Yeah,
It's only once a year in the spring.
I might stock up on my filter.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
Yeah, I always buy the Power brand because it's red, so far away, people think I'm running the lot.
There you go. You could get a couple of Milwaukee decals and nobody would ever know.
Put a sticker right over.
Yep.
It would be our day.
Oh yeah, that looks like Milwaukee from here.
I just need one sticker, man. One sticker. Bring
I
it
can't
to the
even
office.
tell. All right, I'm gonna go get some food. You staying here? You gonna stay working?
Yep, I'm gonna stay working.
All right, I'm gonna go grab something to eat. You want a sandwich or something?
If you feel like picking up a standard sandwich, yeah, I'd appreciate it.
You don't really mind what it is? Okay. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta let this paint dry anyway. I'm kind of stuck. Wow, it's warm in here now. I got your food here. I'm gonna get the jack and want to weld this one on.
Got some bad news for you. You know how you joked about that coolant tank?
Yeah?
It's leaking. I'll show you where it's
Oh, come on.
Knock on wood when you said that. So it's actually on this back side here, right where this sensor plugs in.
Yeah?
You can see these, see the bubbles?
Yep.
See, coolant just pushed right out of there.
Can we just put duct tape on it?
No.
No? It's starting to do it over here too. It's getting close.
That's why I looked.
It's getting
at that
close.
side. Yep. And this side actually let loose. So I think that that's what's leaking and not the band clamps.
Yeah.
So I threw them on, then I looked.
Yeah, it's probably dripping down and then it looks like it's running out of there.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to grab the VIN and call them and see when they can get one in.
Yeah, I'll have them order one in right away because I know they ain't gonna have this.
Man, stop finding all the broken stuff, man. It's getting expensive.
The one bad thing about being a mechanic, I have to be the bearer of bad news.
Yeah, but you know what? I'd rather do it now than when we're working.
Yeah, when you're on the side of the
That's kind of the whole point, is to catch everything
Yep.
that you can anyway.
Unbelievable. We got it in stock.
See, I told you, sometimes you get lucky.
Oh, before I forget,
But you didn't ask how much it was.
152.
That's not that bad.
You know what to tell me the price. Yeah, it's not.
The Eagles landed? All right. Okay. Yep, just take a lot of traffic.
So you're not selling that buggy, are you? You're just gonna have it as a backup?
Yeah. And then once in a while, we'll have a big job. You actually use both of them at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. Why, you want to buy a buggy? What are you going to use it for?
Yeah.
Nuts and bolts? Okay, those are all welded on. The back is painted, so I'm gonna clean up the front and then where I welded on the back side and get them painted. I'll get the heater blowing on them, try to get them dried off, and then I'll pop the lights in there in a little while. I'm gonna wire wheel these. I'm gonna do a little bit of a nicer paint job on the side that's showing than I did on the inside. The inside I just didn't really care too much about. I just wanted a little bit of protection on there. So we'll clean this up nice back here. Back already?
Yep.
Is that plastic?
No, it's metal.
Oh, is it? It looked like plastic.
Got a nice paint job on it. Out with the old, in with the new.
Yep, I can't believe that thing just, let me see it. Right there.
And you can see it's a little bit of all over the place.
Yeah, right here though, it's got holes right through it.
That's where it really came through.
Yeah. No good.
No bueno.
That one is exactly the same?
Yep, identical.
Perfect.
Matches right up.
Okay. Hit these with the Brillo pad and then wipe it down and then spray it. Yep, just about done. Just gotta throw the lights in. Now I'll let it dry for a little bit and then pop the lights in there. I'm gonna start working on this other panel here while I'm waiting for that paint to dry. At least get the wood cut, maybe even cut the aluminum. Go with that. So a guy from the internet, he gave me a tip. He said when you cut aluminum with these, put WD-40 on the blade.
Yep.
So we'll see if that works. Something like that. There's one. One more.
Perfectly centered.
These are pretty bright. They had these on a like display thing where you push the button.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Napa?
No, it was at Breaking Equipment.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And these were bright. These were like over $100 a piece.
To get for real LED lights that are actually built good to be on the road.
Yeah.
Costs a lot, man.
Yep. See if it pops in there as easy as it did last time. That's it. She's in. Perfect.
Isn't that nice how them just pop in with the grommet?
Yeah, as long as you get the hole the right size.
When you're the one making the hole.
Yeah, well I had the compass, so that helped. I never had that before. Normally I was just kind of tracing and then guessing the little thickness, and that time I bought a compass like about 6 weeks ago. First time I used it, I was like, yes, I can use the compass.
Finally a reason to bring that out.
Yep. What else is there to do on this truck besides the wires? I got to finish this panel, obviously. Is there any other mechanical stuff? I don't think so. That's all done. That's done. Just need that wiring done. So the engine's all done. You checked the levels of everything. Grease?
Yep, greased the whole front end. You can see all the grease zerks are hit. Drive shaft all the way back. Engine oil's good.
Drive shaft that had Zerks on it?
Yep, sure does.
I never knew that.
Oh yeah? Well, I got them. I greased them till they came out.
Have this truck for like 2 decades and never greased the drive shaft.
Well, I could. And yeah, everything is pretty much buttoned up on this truck too. I zip tied up a few things underneath.
Yeah.
2 P clamps on.
Did you know about this jack? So I bought this from Harbor Freight. It's a Daytona jack.
Everyone's getting these Daytona.
Okay, listen to this. So I read about this jack. So Snap-on and Daytona, they're both made. This jack is made by the same manufacturer in China. Same plant. They are the same jack as a Snap-on. This one's $300 and Snap-on charges like 8 something. So Snap-on, nope, they are the same. Somebody said, no, they're different, man. No, Snap-on sued. They did. Snap-on tried to sue Daytona, but Daytona won. They're the same jack.
So Daytona just.
So these are really good jacks. So if you want a really good jack, Daytona from Harbor Freight. This particular one right here. Snap-on was really mad. They tried to sue them. They lost. They lost. My next major purchase for the shop is going to be a welding table.
A welding table?
Yes.
With a bench vise on there?
A real welding table. No, the one with the holes. You know what I'm talking about? The welding tables that have all the little holes, so you can put all the jig fixtures, you can put the clamps. Yeah, there's all kind of clamps and stuff. So like for instance, this aluminum, you could just throw it on the table and then they have the clamps on the edges. You just slip it into whatever hole and then you just click it down. It'll hold that whole thing down.
Clamps it in.
You can clamp everything. That's what all the holes are for. And then they got little jigs. You can hold stuff perfectly square. They got square clamps. They got everything.
I only seen those in pictures. I haven't actually.
They are incredibly expensive for a really good welding table with a really thick top.
That's probably like a commercial thing.
Yeah, some of them are like $8,000-$10,000 just for the table. All right, well, I'm gonna cut this aluminum and then I'm gonna be done too. I gotta try the WD-40 trick and see if the guys on the internet were right.
Scored a little on there.
I am. All right, let's see what it does. That is a lot better.
I was gonna notice.
It's a lot faster.
Picking up speed.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Sweet.
That took like a quarter of the time it took to cut the piece yesterday.
Plus it was quieter. It's less grabby for sure. All right, thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna grab my stuff.
Yep. I'm gonna deburr this aluminum. I think I'm just gonna cut the steel and put it together and finish it off. Next week I'm gonna be busy doing sales. I'm gonna try to schedule estimates from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from the show for all next week and just load my schedule with estimates and sell like crazy next week. The weather's gonna start warming up. People are gonna be in the mood. So it should be a really good week. It's all lined up now. And then we'll put some self-tappers in it and be done. We'll go test it real quick before we do the whole entire thing. It should be fine though. That's pretty much perfect. I'll put the rest of the self-tappers in and get out of here. Okay, that is done. Feels good to get this stuff done today. That was the last of the major work that I had to personally do on this truck. Finish off the back bumper area with the lights, the panels. So everything's looking good now. All the mechanical work is done. The only thing left to do on this truck, Nathan's gonna wire the lights, and the wires are right there. He just gotta basically splice them in. Should be real simple, take about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and this truck is ready. Now we're gonna go load it up with lumber, clean the top, make sure we got everything that we need on there as far as tools goes. I got new wheelbarrows for the sides. We are in really good shape. And it looks good. All right, that's it for today. Tomorrow we're gonna go set up the home show, which is, to be honest, it's not my favorite, but it needs to be done. Last year I was smart enough to take pictures of the booth so I can remember how it all goes back together, so it shouldn't be too bad. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.